Well, some good. Well, this story is stranger than fiction, but of course, we have to have the interview with the father himself. He is here, Harrison Tinsley. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
All right, so let's talk about this. Obviously, I bring this up on the screen. The New York Post reports that a dad wins full custody of his son after child's mother allegedly tried to raise him as non-binary. This is a common thing we keep hearing of kids being indoctrinated with gender confusion, often by very unstable parents, often the mothers, in fact, and fathers being left without any sort of help, authority from the state, or any ability to save their children from the brainwashing. And so, first of all, I want to say as one father to another, congratulations on winning this, but I want to get the story out to the people here. Harrison, why don't you go ahead and explain to me a little bit about how you first got into this mess? How did you meet this woman? And how did you go about not having custody of your child?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you. Essentially, I sang her some songs in the Bay Area, and we had started dating and fell in love. We didn't agree politically, and then she got pregnant shortly into our relationship. And then essentially what happened is I just started getting threatened every day that I wouldn't see Sawyer if this or that. She posted on Facebook announcing her pregnancy that baby Sawyer due in December. I'll love you whether you're a boy or girl or neither. She ended up breaking up with me and actively keeping him from me. I didn't know when he was born. I found out about a week later from social media. And then I filed in court 2 months after that to establish custody visitation. And it took 13 more months just to meet him. So I finally met him. That was obviously a heartbreaking 15 months not meeting my child, even though I knew about him, enthusiastically wanted to be a part of his life. And so I just fought on, kept my head high, did what I had to do, did my visits. Then I moved to the Bay Area and I was awarded half custody almost immediately, which I'm so thankful for to the judge for doing that. And then it was about the time when I won half custody, that I started getting harassed and defamed really gruesomely. And I got awarded a restraining order. My son's mom was arrested for child endangerment. There was a CPS report, and she started to pretend that he was non-binary, call him they. Some incidences, and this is over like a 6-month span probably, but of putting him in dresses and not letting him go on rides in Disneyland unless he wore princess shoes, even though he expressed to me I didn't want to wear princess shoes, I wanted to wear boy shoes. Stuff like that, like it's as far as even coercion. There's another story he told me about like him not going to bed, and he's like, "Mommy said if I don't go to bed, I'm going to tell Dada that you had makeup on." So just really unsettling stuff. And I got awarded a 5-day trial. Did the trial, presented evidence, police evidence, witnesses, got denied full custody. Decided I have to do anything I can, whatever it takes for Sawyer. I was going to come out publicly, and I came out with my story. I'm thankful that Matt Walsh and Daily Wire broke it, and it sort of took off from there. And I started doing every interview I could. I started going to the Capitol in California and fighting these crazy anti-parent bills. And a year later, I'm part of this movement. I'm proud to be part of this movement. I want to help more dads and moms and just anyone who's fighting this nonsense. We need to speak the truth. And I just get a call one day, Divine, and I have a bunch of missed calls from the police. My son's mother was arrested again, and the court actually denied me custody still, but CPS in San Francisco, California, put politics aside, and the mother definitely tried to press that as an issue, even though it was completely irrelevant to the situation and it was a violent incident. And CPS did their job, politics aside, best interest of the child, gave me full custody of Sawyer.
Well, first of all, that's incredible news, man, because I have a young son as well, and man, are they impressionable.
Yeah.
when you see, like, I'll see my son, he's going to watch some young kids at the pool watering a tree, for instance. He's never seen that before in his life. 10 minutes later, he's doing the exact same thing. And it's remarkable to me to see how they just are little imprinted copycats, right? They do what they're told, they watch, and they need an example. And so as a dad, when you're seeing something like this, I want to bring up the article. You said, "I know he's a boy. He wants to be a boy." Tinsley told the Virginia Allen, "If you say anything to the contrary, he gets very upset that Sawyer's mother, who identified as a lesbian and non-binary herself, tried to push her gender ideology onto the child from the time he was a baby." This is really alarming as a dad and as someone who felt like maybe you didn't have control or authority, because obviously the courts give it to the mom, and typically speaking. When did you first notice that his mom was trying to make him non-binary or push her gender extremism onto him? Like, what sort of signs or evidence did you have about that?
Well, my sister sent me some posts from social media that like showed him in dresses and calling him they in different instances, posting pictures with him, and then he started telling me some different stories and how upset he was, and basically though, and Sawyer's a rebel like me, and he's never bought into it. I mean, they are so impressionable kids, but I don't know if I believe maybe it's God and my guidance to him, but I've always told him the truth. Like, I'm a boy, you're a boy, we'll always be boys. Look at your grandpa, look at your uncle, all these people, like we're boys, we're always going to be boys. And, I don't even have to push this hard on him, like on repeat or anything. He's just never bought into it. He just says, I'm a boy. You say anything else, he'll yell at you, he'll throw down. He's gotten into fights with his mother, according to her, trying to accuse me of doing something wrong by saying she's a girl and he's a boy. She said, like me and Sawyer got in a fight and he bit me and it's all your fault. He's trying to say that he's a boy and I'm a girl. And like, how dare you say that? Something along those lines. That's not word for
Mm.
word. But I was just like, wow. Okay. So just thankfully he has a strong, strong spirit and he knows the truth.
Yeah, I want to touch on one more fact about that, but I want to remind you guys, if you're watching the show, that this program is made possible by our sponsors. And one thing that we always do is want to make sure that we're providing you with the best products possible that can help you be prepared for the unthinkable. As we're talking about a situation where sometimes, you grow up, you don't think you're going to be in a court custody battle. And many times you don't realize things can go really bad quickly in our country. So we want to make sure that you as an individual are prepared today with emergency meal kits from My Patriot Supply. These emergency meal kits are so important because everybody knows to have guns. Everybody knows to have bulletproof vests. Everybody knows to, have a shelter or whatever it is. But have you ever thought about what you're going to eat when things go bad? Make sure you get one of these 1-week meal kits, or 2 or 3, or maybe it depends how long you want to eat when things go bad. They have over 2,000 calories. They're stored in a rugged ammo can, so they last 25 years, meaning even if you don't use them the next couple years, which you probably will have to because things are going to go crazy, they'll last for decades, pay themselves off with the way inflation's going. But they're also nutritious and delicious, and you can get them $50 off at my website today, preparewithvnn.com, preparewithvnn.com today. Get your meal kits $50 off this week only at preparewithvnn.com. I'm still here talking with Harrison, and I want to get your opinion on this, which I think is so important. So as a dad, a lot of people are probably out there, they're discouraged. They don't have custody of their kids. Can you tell me a little bit about, the emotional and spiritual journey you went through in this fight, and sort of now that it's come to a close, what you're feeling now and what you're doing to continue to fight against these kinds of things that are happening around the country all too often?
It's a pain and suffering that's indescribable. It's nothing I ever thought I would feel or experience in my life, but I just kept moving forward, never gave up. You just have to do everything it takes. You have a duty to protect your children. You have a duty to be the best dad you can be or mom you can be. Don't give up. It's always darkest before the dawn. You have to fight. We all have to fight. We have to start being courageous, speaking the truth. We have the high ground. This is the moment in history. Everyone knows this stuff is wrong. I'm in the Bay Area. I don't know a single parent or person that is for this stuff or keeping secrets from parents or transitioning children. Everyone's against it. People are too scared, being too quiet. This is your moment. This is your Star Wars, Lord of the Rings moment, World War II moment. This is the battle of our lifetime, is the war on children. They deserve our protection. They're innocent. They are amazing. Step up right now. Do not give up. Speak the truth and be brave.
Amazing. Harrison Tinsley, if people want to support you, follow your journey, and continue to track this amazing moment with Sawyer and with your family, is there a place online where they can follow you, or a website or some sort of cause you're trying to promote?
I'm Harrison Tinsley. You'll find me on all social media. I'd love to respond to anyone and help in any way I can. We have a Give, Send, Go /Saving Sawyer for attorney fees. His mom can still come after me at any time. I do plan on doing everything I can to continue to protect all children. There's people like Jeff Younger and Adam Vina that really need our help. And I will continue to fight for parents' rights and for kids and for Sawyer.
Amazing. Harrison, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much, man.
Awesome. And to the rest of you guys watching here, don't forget, if you like this video and you want to support Harrison, go to his social media profiles, give to his Give, Send, Go. Most importantly, in all of this, no matter what you do, continue to pray for our children around our country. My name is Elijah Schaefer. Don't forget to subscribe to our X and Rumble accounts. We're at Vigilant News, or you can get our newsletter direct to your inbox at vigilantnews.com. Have a great rest of the week as always, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing now.